But yeah, do what's best for you. Don't listen to me. I'm thinking I probably need to move that price point and then it might move. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel via Glow. If you're new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a reflection of 2024 where I put out a video and I discussed my bread and butters and then items that I will not be picking up again from certain brands. However, I won't be doing the like no-go brand segment, only because with me going to the bins and me getting much better with the way that I source, I can't really say I'm not gonna pick something up, because it's always something that could occur that can make me want to pick up that item. So I'm gonna leave that part out. So I'm gonna be discussing whether or not I still pick up those items from that brand, or if I like completely stopped or slowed down, whatever the case. And then I'm also gonna be talking about my bread and butters for 2025. These are pieces that I sourced in 2024 that was kind of new to me, or I sourced like more of it and it started to sell. So yeah, we're gonna be discussing both of those. So let's just jump right in. All right, so to go over the items that was on my 2024 bread and butter list. So the first one on the list is actually 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂. I put no beside this one. So I started recently, very recently, I guess I should just say for 2025, where I am very specific, because I noticed at some point last year 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂 just stopped performing for me. Before, it don't matter what you pick up, it was gonna sell. And then it just stopped, and I'm assuming of course it got oversaturated, like most things. So I completely stopped picking up every single piece that I found, and then I started getting very style specific, very size specific, and I don't typically find 𝕃𝕀ℕ pieces that are in larger sizes, so more so style pieces if I'm being honest. So this one I'm iffy on. I feel like maybe 1 time out of 10 I'll pick up 𝕃𝕀ℕ, but not as frequently as I used to. Another one was 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊. I completely stopped picking up this brand. This one is a hell no. I have hell no by this one. I don't even pick it up. It just does not move anymore, and I feel like toward the end of 2023 I tapered off to only picking up men's like jeans and pants and stuff like that, and those were going for about $40, but then that just kind of stopped. So yeah, so sad. Uniqlo, yes, I still pick up Uniqlo. I have gotten very specific with what I pick up. I've noticed that the trouser pants for men sell well. I've noticed that like the fabric content for women also sell well. So if you can pick up cashmere or linen, or something substantial as like maybe a sweater dress or something in that nature, it'll perform. But the basics that they sell, absolutely not. Oh, lately I've been picking up Heat Tech, so that is actually, you know, a really good style, especially right now because we're pretty cold. Anyways, the next one is Anthro, and specifically Maeve and 𝕃𝕂, and I put yes. So with both of these, it's very hard because on a good sourcing day I do leave a few pieces behind because they just don't line up for me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but on like a I guess terrible sourcing day, I would really hone in on how am I going to sell this versus just picking up because it's Maeve. Now I've gotten so much better with not picking up like super outdated styles. It's styles that are very specific to like, you know, a trend. And then there's styles where it's like, okay, this is kind of timeless, but still this label is old. They're gonna know that this is an older style, so it's very tricky. And then as far as 𝕃𝕂, I try to stay away from anything that is not trendy now, because I feel like with Maeve it's still sellable, but with 𝕃𝕂, very specific you need to be. So yeah. The next one is Lauren Ralph Lauren. I put yes, I still pick it up. What I've been noticing lately though, because this was definitely a great bread and butter. It was flipping no matter what size, no matter what style. And I also noticed that it tapered off toward the end of 2024. So this is something that I need to reevaluate with what I pick up. Maybe I need to get more style specific. Maybe I need to get more size specific. But I really need to reel it in because they're not going out as quick as they're coming in. So that is something that I have like a little let's work on that. The next one is Polo Ralph Lauren. It was men button downs. Absolutely not. I don't pick them up. It's one particular style that I would pick up, and I'll pop it on the screen, but that's the only one. I remember I recently was gonna grab one because I checked the sell-through rate, which is something that you should do regardless, but when it's a brand or something that I used to pick up and I feel like it has all the right factors, I will go ahead and check comps and try to see, is this item sellable? And if it's not, I don't get it, but if it is, I'll get it. So the piece that I popped up earlier, when I checked comps for that piece at that time, it was like 100% sell-through rate. So that is something that I will consider when I'm at the bins. But if it doesn't have those factors, I won't even waste my time taking time to actually go and look into the item. So yeah, that one's a no. The next one is 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂. I put kinda because this one is more size specific than it is style specific. I feel like this brand has definitely kind of like declined a little bit. It was already like low-hanging fruit, but I feel like it's very much so style and size specific. So you got to have factors that mesh perfectly together in order to get this one to move. So yeah, I'm working on that one. 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂, absolutely not. I think maybe 4 or 5 months ago I picked up a new tag, size large. I'm thinking, oh, these have the right factors. It gets attention, but it doesn't move. So definitely a no-go. I don't pick up 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂 no more. No matter what it is, I'm not picking it up. Express trousers was also on the list. I still pick it up, they still sell, and I'm very specific with the columnist and the editor. Those are the only two styles that I pick up, unless it's like a more trendy style. They do have a nice little tag that they show you with the name of the style in it, so I've been able to sell ones that are outside of the columnist and the express editor, excuse me, that are still sellable. But I am very specific with what I pick it up, make sure it's like super trendy and you know, in style. All right, the next one is Bob Mackie. This one breaks my heart because I had so much fun selling it last year, and it just don't move. It just don't move. I'm thinking I probably need to move that price point and then it might move. So I think that's probably what it is, because you can go from selling something between $40 to $50. Next thing you know, you're still pricing it between there, but it's really selling between $20 to $30. So if you don't move that price down, you're gonna be waiting forever and still might not sell it. So that is something that I need to look into. The next one is Ali Miles. This one also is the exact same as Bob Mackie. I used to be able to flip this one so quick for over $30, and now it just sits and sits and sits. So this one I am actually checking comps on, unfortunately. So yeah. The next one is carrots. I had on the list. I haven't found this one. Yeah, I think the last time I had the video is probably the last time I found it. So very disappointing, but I would still pick it up. Probably have to check the comps and stuff now because it's been so long. The next one is cut from the cloth. This one, absolutely no. I recently picked up cut from the cloth, but it was it the Catherine? I can't remember. They do have style names, so if you have the time, you can very quickly check the comps on the style and the size just to make sure you'll be able to pick up something good. But yeah, I said absolutely not because I don't see them and want to pick them up. This is like a, oh, okay, let me see what the size is. If the size is good, then maybe I'll look into it. But other than that, I don't even bother. Duluth, I put yes. I still pick up Duluth Trade & Co. It's still been a great bread and butter, which I absolutely love. I pick up men and women's, and it just really, you know, I feel like I'm not as picky as I probably should be, but it still sells. Lucky Brand is another one that I completely stopped. I think at the time I specifically was talking about men's wear, and I was picking up the jeans. The denim was performing, and then out of nowhere it stopped, so I stopped picking it up. But I feel like in 2024 I noticed that I was selling a lot of Venice burnout tees, so I do source those at the bins, and they do typically flip for about $20, and I've noticed that the larger sizes are going to perform best, extra large and over. But yeah, I still pick up the Venice burnouts. Bonobos, the brand in general, it's a yes. I still put yes on it, but I am very specific now. I don't pick up everything like how I used to. So I want to say in 2024 I kind of stayed true to the weekday pants. So they have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday pants, and those actually declined because I feel like when I first found those was flipping for over $40. Now if you're lucky you can get on the low 30s, maybe 25. So that one is kind of sad, but it's you know, it's there. Another thing that I pick up from 𝕃𝕂𝕂 is their button down shirts. Now I have been noticing that they have been sitting, but granted it is kind of like, you know, fall, winter time, so I think that that plays a huge role in while they are sitting, and I've been, you know, listing them out of season because they're more of a spring and summer piece. So we'll see. I do price them on the lower end between 20 to 25, but yeah, we'll see. Lululemon, I still pick it up. I've gotten so much better now with the filtering, so I don't pick up damaged items, especially if I see them at the bins. But if, of course, I come home, it's a flaw that makes sense, I'll list it. If it doesn't, it's getting redonated. But yeah, I still pick it up. Men and women's, I have noticed a decline in both of them. So yeah, I don't know. All right, Lulu's, I put hell no. I don't pick it up anymore. It was so hard to just completely stop, but I've completely like stopped picking up Lulu's. I know some of the girls say, you know, maybe a maxi dress. The maxi dress would have to literally be like a super sought after style, still trendy, still on the website, larger size, in order for me to pick it up, because Lulu's just sit and sit and sit. So when it's time for me to clean out my summer pieces, I'm definitely going to be pulling a lot of Lulu's pieces. So yeah, that was a sad one. The next one is Abercrombie Kids. I put no. And yeah, I think I came across like a couple of pair of jeans from this brand because I watched another reseller talk about it, and they did flip. And at the time I didn't really have like a reselling constitution where I have like a, you know, minimum amount that I'm willing to sell an item for. Before, it was just kind of like, if it's sellable, I'm picking it up. And I think at the time, I think it was really like $10. I was okay with flipping stuff for like $10. But I'm no longer there, so I don't pick it up, and that's pretty much the range that it sells at, between $10 to $15, and I don't want to do that. But as far as Abercrombie and Fitch, like women's, I will pick up their midi and maxi dresses. I've picked up the mini dresses, and I noticed that they don't perform as good as the midi and maxi, so definitely want to stick to not only midi and maxi, but also larger sizes. So a size large and over, you'll definitely get more bang for your buck there. All right, and another one was J. Crew. I have yes beside it. I am also filtering this brand as well. So I used to pick up literally everything. It didn't matter what it was, didn't matter the condition, I would pick it up. Now, no, I definitely vet the piece. If I'm unsure about it, I will go ahead and check comps, but for the most part, it typically is gonna come home with me if it's, you know, meeting all the right points. All right, this one was kind of merged together because in the video I merged them all together, and it's Free People, Madewell, Chico, Zara, Torrid, and J. Jill. And I merged them because this was typically everybody's bread and butter during that time. So for me personally, Free People, Chico's, and J. Jill is the only brands from this set that I still pick up faithfully without issues. But as far as Madewell, Zara, and Torrid, very, very, very specific. I've noticed that I've completely tapered off picking up Madewell. It has to be something great, and it has to be a good size. Like if it doesn't meet both of those factors, then it doesn't come home with me, because I noticed that the Madewell that I currently have, it still isn't even moving. It still gets attention, but it's not moving. So I might need to bring the price point down for those as well. And then as far as Zara and Torrid, I've completely tapered off with Torrid. Torrid is more so like size and like a maxi dress, so it has to be a style as well that's really good. So maxi dresses, they perform the best. Before I was thinking, oh, if I just get like maybe a larger size top, no. I completely steer clear of 1X and like 0X or whatever those sizes is. So yeah, I feel like Torrid used to be just like 100% I'm gonna pick it up. Now it's like 1 out of 10. It has to be a maxi dress and a really good size. And as far as Zara, I've also tapered off with this brand. It broke my heart. Like, I noticed that I pick up more men's wear in Zara than I do women's, just because I have quite a few pieces from Zara that has not flipped, and granted, the styles are not that good, so I can't even be upset. But I think Zara is more so size and style specific. It has to be trendy. It also needs to be like maybe a tiered maxi situation to add some type of value to it. But yeah, those were all of the brands that were on my list last year. Now I want to talk about all of the brands from 2025 that I plan on picking up because they performed well in 2024. Now a few of these are definitely going to be on some of y'all's list, but some of them may not be, and you should always check comps. Okay, so just because they're my bread and butter does not mean that they're going to be your bread and butter, especially if you have a different method of selling. I'm a volume seller, so me selling these pieces for $20 to $25 I'm completely okay with, because I paid $1 for it. Flip it into 20. But let's just jump in. The first one is Wonderly. Now with this brand, I specifically noticed that their gauze pieces, like the cotton gauze pieces, were performing. It didn't matter if it was a button down shirt, didn't matter if it was a pair of shorts, it didn't matter if it was a pair of pants. As long as it was like a gauzy cotton material, it performed for me in 2024. Sigrid Olsen is another one. I specifically picked up a lot of linen pieces, all sizes. The size smalls took a while to sell, and I think I still have a few here, but as far as like the larger pieces, those flipped very quickly. It was like a nice little rotation, came in and came out in the spring and summer. I'd also say their silk pieces is okay. Now they're not as good as the linen. Okay, so if you do pick up a different fabric content in Sigrid Olsen, you definitely want to go ahead and check the comps or know how you're going to market this piece, because you don't want it to sit. The next one is actually like a Bolo brand. Typically it's flax. I do find it a lot at the bins, which I absolutely love, but this one has just been really good to me in 2024. I've been finding it recently, and of course I've been listing it, so I'm assuming as soon as spring get here, it's going to start selling. Mountain Hardwear kind of surprised me. I slowly but surely started picking this brand up, and I've noticed that like the outdoorsy ski coats and ski pants and stuff like that perform the best, but anything that just have more substance to it and it's like Gorp core, 100% pick it up. All right, Kalia. This one specifically I have in larger sizes, the better. Of course I've sold size small and stuff like that, but larger sizes, specifically like large, extra large, they will perform better. And I've noticed that I do better in the bottoms than I do like any type of tops, but they still sell, so that's good. And of course keep it amongst the price point of $20 to $25. All right, LL Bean has been one of my favorite ones in 2024. I've sourced it in women's and I've sourced it in men's, and it's been performing amazingly. I definitely need to slow down with picking it up because we're about to move into spring and summer. So I feel like LL Bean is geared toward more wintertime, fall time with their knits and their sweaters and their coats and stuff. But yeah, I've been having luck selling the jackets, the sweaters, the dresses, just pretty much anything. So yeah, definitely a good one to look out for. This one was really nice because I sworn off of kids clothes at one point, and then I said, you know what, some brands I can still pick up and sell, and this is one of them. The next two are actually kids wear brands, and it's Mini Bowden and Baby Bowden. I've been able to flip these for $20 to $25 all of 2024. Mostly the dresses in particular. Those are going to perform the best in Mini Bowden and Baby Bowden. So yeah, getting $20 from kids items is amazing. The next one is Hannah Anderson. Also love this brand. I do find it a lot at the bins because it is kids brand. I definitely need to go through my kids clothes now and maybe start lotting some things up to help flip them quicker, but I would definitely say stick to more summer dresses because I've noticed like they're more fall and winter dresses. Unless they are specifically Christmas based, they're going to take a while to sell. But anyways, the next one is Eileen Fisher. This is another Bolo for some, I think it's definitely tapering off from being a bolo because it's getting very oversaturated. This one, I would highly suggest you pick it up in plus sizes. Now, you can sell it in like smaller sizes, but it'd have to be a really great fabric, and you definitely have to plug in a lot of keywords to get the right buyer to that listing. But other than that, Eileen Fisher has been doing well for me this year. Mostly the plus sizes. But I did just sell a pair of like her crepe pants for $38 today, size small. So that's why it's very important to check comps, because the piece that I have, when I found it at the bands, I'm like, oh, this is probably going to go for $20. Let me see how oversaturated it is. And then I noticed, I'm like, wait, this isn't going for $20 to $25, and it's not that saturated. So I priced mine, I want to say like $45 or $48, because my specific style was selling for $30 to $40. So definitely still look into it. I know that the girls tell you that you should not pick up like smaller sizes, but it's really up to you because it's your business, right? You know, even though I'm sitting here telling you to pick it up, I guess that's kind of counterproductive. But yeah, do what's best for you. Don't listen to me. But anyway, so the next one is 𝕃𝕀ℕ𝕂𝕊𝕂. This one I've been mentioning as of late because I've been picking up their sweaters and like jackets and stuff. I think this one is kind of tough because since I've just now ventured into it, I want to say maybe like the last 3 or 4 months, it's kind of hard to get a full grasp on it. But I think that you can sell just about any size as long as you price it correctly, market it the right way, because I've sold small, medium, large, 2X. So it just really depends on what you pick up and how you market it. All right, another one has been Democracy jeans. I know the prior year I was picking up like Democracy bottoms, where it was like the camo ones, and I think that those perform the best still to this day. So if you see Democracy like camo pants, pick those up. Those do well. But last year I've been able to sell the denim jeans, specifically like the boot cut, but lately I've been picking up the skinnies, and they have been getting a little bit of attention. I definitely try to price them at $25 to $20 depending on the size. The size will of course get you more, but you can still kind of like play around with it and always check your comps. And of course with the Democracy, it is the abs solution specifically, okay? Ab solution specifically. Another one is Natural Life. Now this one, I don't know if I've seen this on somebody's channel, but I started to pick it up at the bins and just kind of, you know, been playing around with it. I have different things, so I can't really have like a set thing to tell y'all. I've picked up puffers, I've picked up dresses, I've picked up tops. So it's really, you know, dependent on what you pick up and how you can market it. I feel like that's literally everything. If you pick up something that is, you know, beautifully printed, it is like maybe linen, it might be a 2X, you already know you're going to get some good money. But you know, it's just going to be dependent on what you pick up. So always check comps, always know how you're going to sell it. The last one is Under Armour. Now this one has been like a very, very niche, you know, brand for me. And I say niche because it's specific things that I pick up from the brand. I don't pick up everything, even though I have been picking up everything, and I've been noticing that everything kind of sells, but it is specifically in menswear. Now this one fits into the parameters of my business where it can flip for $20 to $25. So I've been able to pick up the men's leggings, their performance pants, their like heat tech. I don't think it's called heat tech. I think it's called like cold gear or heat gear. I've been able to pick up their like jackets and quarter zips and things like that. So you definitely want to check comps, okay? Because this is a mall brand, okay? These are easily accessible for $40 to $60. So you definitely want to look into what you pick up. But I think I've sold a lot of Under Armour this year, like a lot. And I do pick up women's, but that one is very, 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 very specific. I think I've picked up their like version of the dance studio pants, and those got a lot of attention and they performed well. I think I sold those for like $30. and I think I just picked up one pair of sweatpants. Maybe they're quarter zips, but it's just very specific. I don't pick up a lot of Under Armour in women's because I noticed that Under Armour men's perform the best for me. But yeah, y'all, those are my 2025 bread and butters that I'm gonna continue to pick up this year, and hopefully when I revisit this video in a year, a lot of them are still on the list and not oversaturated. But yeah, let me know down below what is one of your bread and butters that I did not mention, because I might need to look into it. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one.